before we proceed and begin working on something else, let me show you another couple of things. So if we go back to the data part over here, you will see, let's go back to the right hand side column over here. Remember that there is an option set grid of charts facet, and this describes creates a mini chart for each value in the selected column. This is basically subsetting the data. Let's say that instead of, for instance, create a single scatter plot with all countries in all continents, you're going to create a scatter plot per continent, okay, or per region, right? Remember that, for example, we were using region to color the countries, okay, D, that would be column D. We could subset by column D as well. So I could go over here, grid of charts, select here, click on D, and then when I click outside, all right, you always need to click outside for that to load, or click on enter, I believe, and that will apply. Notice what happens, it creates a scatter plot per region, because if I go back to preview, you will see that we have exactly the same kind of chart, but per per region. All the countries will be grouped according to their regions, and the animation capabilities will be here as well. This subset option, or grid of charts as Flourish call it, is available in many other kinds of statistical charts such as bar graphs and line charts, etc. Flourish also always lets you create multifaceted presentations such as this one, either, as I said before, either adding everything up. If you erase that, all countries will be shown together again in a single scatter plot, as you can see. Or if you subset, okay, a grid of charts again, click on D, all right, that will load that, and it will subdivide the data into different options. All right, so let's go. I'm not going to even give this a name. I don't want to save it. Oh, actually, yes, I'm going to save it, because let's take a look at how to quickly create a visual story with all these crazy maps and charts that we have created so far. Oh, damn, but I forgot that I erased the map before. All right, so let me quickly save these. I'm going to create another random map with the same data. So I'm going to call these scatter plots, all right? Just a random name, just give it a name. I'm going to go back. Well, actually, I need to stay until it saves. All right, let me see if it lets me do that right now. There you go. And let me create just a world map very quickly, like the one that I had before, to show you how very quickly put a quick story together. So I'm going to create a new, I'm going to click on new, sorry, to create a new data map like the one that I had before. Map the world. So I'm going to click on that again as I did before. This is the same thing that I did before in the previous tutorial. So if you want to, you can skip this part of the videos for a couple of minutes on, because I'm going to just load the data. I need to wait until this map loads, and then click on data to upload my data again. And this is one of the downsides of working with web-based applications, that you need to rely on the speed of your internet connection. Okay, let's not wait. Let me just very quickly, let's go back over here, and let's just show you, let me just show you how to create a story such as this one, how the world has changed. Okay, remember that it is a story over here, like a step-by-step presentation with different maps and different charts. Okay, so I have several graphics already created over here. These individual graphics are the ones that can be loaded into stories, okay? So the way to create stories will be to create a new, once you have several graphics here on this shelf, you can use those as slides, okay? So right now this is empty, right? So it asks you choose a visualization. So I'm going to choose one of the visualizations that in the catalog that I created before. So I have Gapminder, I have just some random ones. So let me just select scatter plots, which is the one that I created before. And this will be slide number 1 of 1, right? I only have one visualization. The visualization will be loaded quickly here while I keep working. And the slide, will get a thumbnail over here. There you go. That's the visualization that I created. Let me make it smaller to make it a tablet size. This, by the way, is the size of the story. Okay, it doesn't change the size of the graphic that you created before. It only changes the size of the story where that visualization is inserted. I can add a text here, like a title. All right, this is correlation between whatever. Okay, so I can write any text that I want here, and that will be the title of that slide. And then I can go here, new slide. I can select any of the other. So this will be slide 2 out of 2. I can select any of the visualizations that I created before. Let me just select randomly. This other map doesn't have anything to do with the story, but let's suppose that it is connected somehow to it. So that map will be loaded over here. And what will happen is that I will have a step-by-step story that I can later export and publish as or insert in my own website. And I can navigate it that story by clicking on the buttons over here, right? So this is step number 2. As you can see, slide number 2 is this map. By the way, the thumbnail that is shown over here is not a thumbnail based on what you have on your visualization. It's just the generic thumbnail of the graphic type that you used. Okay, so I use a scatter plot over here, so it shows me the default thumbnail of the scatter plot, and then I use the county level US map here, graphic form, so it shows me the default thumbnail for that. But as you can see, the map looks very different. Okay, so this is just vote for whoever for each candidate, etc. That will be the title for the second slide. And now I can navigate through the slides. Okay, so if I click on there, it will load the first slide, and then it's taking a little bit long, by the way, to load that because I'm recording this with QuickTime, and QuickTime is taking a lot of bandwidth in my computer, a lot of processing power. But it should load a little bit quicker than that, right? So if I click on next, it will hide the scatter plots and it will show us the map instead. As I said before, once we have this story, we can add as many slides as we want. I can click on export, publish to share, and then copy and paste the HTML code that is generated in my own website.